Are your sales stuck at the same level for a while? You might be wondering what you can do to keep growing your business. In this video, I will show you my 4 favorite strategies that helped me overcome that problem in my own £2.5 million store. We'll start off with the technique that's easiest to implement. If you're on Shopify, there's plenty of apps to help you do it. It could really be a matter of installing an app and clicking a few buttons. The app is meant to allow you to get more money out of your existing traffic by increasing your average order value. As you know, the average order value is one of the most important e-com metrics, and anything you can do to increase it will change your financial situation dramatically. The simplest thing to do is after someone places an order, you can ask them if they want to add some more items to it. Position it as a one-time special offer at a special discounted price, only available for the next few minutes. The name for that technique is post-purchase upsells. Implementing post-purchase upsells is very low risk because you already have the order in a bag and you don't risk losing a sale. You can also try to suggest upsells before the order is in, but you also run the risk of overwhelming your visitors and increasing abandoned baskets. My personal favorite app for that is called Upsells. It only takes a few clicks to set it up on your Shopify store. You can set up both upsells, as in trying to sell more units at a discounted price, or create bundles or related products. The bundle should make sense, so you would naturally bundle toothpaste with a toothbrush or add printer paper to printer. Increasing the average order value will have the additional benefit that it will also allow you to spend more money to acquire a customer. Raising advertising budgets will allow you to get more new customers, speeding up your sales growth even further. Upsells and bundles are a really powerful technique. However, in some stores, the average order value will remain a bit more stubborn. There's still a lot you can do to increase sales, even if that's the case. The next step is to simply email your customer list. These emails don't have to be flashy or exciting, but it's important that you remind your customers that you exist. Email marketing is a beast in its own right, but you don't have to overcomplicate it to start. Simply emailing a list regularly, at least 2 to 4 times a month, will yield great results. I like to combine my email campaigns with a flash sale that only lasts for a few days. That usually doubles our total revenue within that period. This is as close to free money as we can get. You can make as much money again by implementing email flows based on the customer's behavior on your website. You can watch this video here when I described my favorite Klaviyo setup. You'll find the link in the description below. We're almost done with email, but I'll mention one thing really quickly. To grow your email list as quickly as possible, you should also optimize your data capture pop-up. Offering just a 10% off of the first order is no longer interesting for anyone. People have developed a banner blindness to that particular offer. Also, including the email sign-up link at the bottom of your website won't really work that well. I've split tested a number of offers for new email subscribers last year. I worked out that a monetary value discount works much better than a percentage one. So instead of saying sign up and save 20%, we simply say have a £10 off voucher for new customers and ask people for an email address to send it to. Funnily enough, it even works when you have a site-wide promotion going at the same time. People just don't read what's on their screens. If there's one thing you take away from this video, it should be that your email is the cornerstone of your business's longevity. But what do you do if email is already maxed out on your store? Now we have to be innovative and actually do some work. If you already have your Shopify presence, it might be time to start selling on eBay or Amazon. If you're already on marketplaces, it could be time to roll out your own shopfront. I recommend Shopify for that purpose. Whichever way you cut it, it's about new sales channels for your products. Sales channels don't have infinite scalability. They're usually limited by either the search volume on the platforms or your advertising budget on your own store. Creating a new sales channel will be time consuming, as you will have to recreate all your listings and optimize them for each platform. Your inventory management will also have to change. Your products will also have different bestsellers on each platform. It's just the way it is. It's down to your competitive position for that product on that particular platform. You can try things like eBay or Amazon advertising, but be careful to not spend all your profits on ads. Breaking even or even losing money could be a way to build out an Amazon listing and get quite a lot of reviews going, but I don't recommend this strategy. Typically this works better for larger brands with big budgets, not for us little guys who bootstrap everything. In terms of what can be gained by opening up new sales channels, it varies by brand. When we tried eBay, the average order value was really small because people were only buying one item at a time. In our own store, people buy 3 items on average. In total, eBay was giving us about 10% of our total sales, and it wasn't quite worth the effort for us. The big problem with eBay is we couldn't then email the customers and get in touch with them. They're not your customers, they're eBay's customers. To add insult to injury, eBay's reach is dropping year by year. Also, people usually search by price, so it's a race to the bottom. It's just not a great place to build a profitable business. Still, it could be worth adding it as a sales channel so you can maximize your presence online and have control over your brand. Amazon is the same, but different. You also don't get to contact your customers directly. People also tend to buy one item at a time. However, Amazon pushes everyone to the subscribe and save model really heavily. This should allow you to get at least meaningful repeat purchases and build out a recurring revenue this way. Also, the FBA shipping rates are a bit lower than shipping items out yourself. This is especially true for smaller items. However, the big difference between eBay and Amazon is that Amazon's actually growing each year, so it's crucial that you have some sort of presence on it and control over your brand image. I think we do about 20% of our profit from Amazon. So for the 20% of profit, it's a really low effort way to trade. All we do is we send them a bunch of products and look at the listings once in a while to make sure everything's ticking over as expected. Amazon sales don't really cost us anything in terms of labor or prep time. If you're already registered with the Amazon brand registry as an agent, you will have more pricing power over your products. However, if you don't manage to secure exclusivity on that platform, again, the race to the bottom will happen. Amazon is really smart because it's take the percentage of the top line. It doesn't really care how much money you make on the product. Still, by adding Amazon and eBay, we were able to increase the turnover by 30%, so I can't complain about that. When we were at a much smaller scale, I was sometimes tempted to just keep selling on Amazon and get rid of our premises altogether. Today, I'm glad I never made that decision because of the control we have over our own operations. Amazon can shut you down without a moment's notice, and you might not even be able to appeal. There are literally hundreds of rules you have to abide by without even knowing that they exist. If you want to see a financial breakdown on what selling on Amazon is really like versus selling in your own store, watch my previous video. I'll link it in the description below. If you have maxed out your AOV, email and new sales channels, now it might be time to get more innovative. All your products and product types have their life cycle. Sometimes things are fashionable or go out of fashion. However, you should know your customers enough that you have some sort of an idea how to serve them even better. Now is the time to experiment with new product and new product ranges. For my supplement store, we added organic food, educational books. I was also thinking about adding organic cosmetics or maybe some exercise equipment. We tried offering blood tests for deficiencies and paired up with functional medicine practitioners to offer discounted consultations. Each of these was run as an experiment, and we were watching the metrics really closely. Adding new products and product lines is time-consuming, so feel free to email your customer list and ask them if they're interested in any of them. This way you don't have to worry about sourcing stock or logistics for products that are simply not interesting to them. Another method is to simply introduce the products to your store by adding listings, but not including them in your advertising feed. You can carve out a section of the homepage to promote them and see what the sales are gonna be like. Once you run out of ideas for new products, it would be time to focus on profitability. You might be able to negotiate prices down with your suppliers or maybe raise your selling prices on your store. After all, we're in this business for profit. Revenue is just a vanity metric. If you want to see my process for ensuring profitability, watch this video next. In that video, I'll show you how we can go from making a loss on a sale to always turning a profit. I'll see you there.